Hi, second graders. It's Sunday morning. I'm in a quiet house. Stacy had to go to work. Everyone's sleeping. Bernard's looking out the window at birds. It's very peaceful. Got my morning cup of coffee. And I'm here to teach you how to play a math game. Now, you will need your 2 dice. You'll need something to write on. I'm using my whiteboard because I just like writing on a whiteboard. If you'd rather use paper, that's fine. But you do need to write because at the end of this video, I'm going to give you directions for how to put your work onto Seesaw. So it's going to be a subtraction game, and I'm going to give you 3 options. So pay attention to all 3 and decide which option is right for you. And to know which option is right for you, you want to choose the one that will make you work and make you think. And it's not too easy, but it's also not too hard. And it's really hard for anyone to determine that except you. And you just have to be honest with yourself. What makes the most sense for you to do? So here's option 1. Pay attention because this one's a teeny bit tricky. You're going to do subtraction. And you're always going to start with a teen number. So I'm going to take my dice with the numbers on it, the digits on it, and I'm just going to put 1 up and I'm placing that down. Then to get my first number, I have to roll my second dice. I rolled a 4. So now I have a 1 and a 4. So my first number that I'm starting with is going to be 14. Minus, because this is a subtraction game. I want you to subtract. Then you're just going to take 1 dice, either one, and you're going to roll a 1-digit number. Oh, I rolled 4. That's kind of boring. I don't want to use 4 because I want to show you something. I rolled 5. So it's 14 minus 5 equals. So here's that. Now, I want you to use your number line and I want you to go back through 10. I should have said at the beginning, you need your number line also. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to hold this up and show you. I'm starting at 14 because it's 14 minus 5. Now, I know if I jump back 4, I land on 10 because I know my teens facts. 10 plus 4 is 14. So if I'm at 14, I just jump back 4, boop, I land at 10. And if I need to subtract 5, but I've already subtracted 4, then I just go back 1 more to 9. And I know 14 minus 5 equals 9. Now, I could do 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, counting back with my fingers. That's fine, but we want to start, in 2nd grade, we really want to start getting more into like our mental math and developing strategies that don't always involve our fingers, because when we get into higher numbers, we're not going to have enough fingers. You might be able to do this without the number line. You might be able to do that same thing and just be like, wow, I have to subtract 5. So I'm going to subtract 4 first. That gets me to 10. Then I just need to go back 1 more to 9. If you can do that in your head, you don't need to use the number line. But if the visual of the number line is helpful, use it, please. So that's option 1, a 2-digit number minus a 1-digit number. Okay. For some of you, you might be like, no, I want to work with higher numbers. Okay, you're going to do 2 2-digit numbers. So I'll roll both dice. I got a 1 and a 6. Since this is going to be my first number, I don't want it to be too low, like 16 is kind of low. I'm going to start with 61. It's your choice, though. Minus, I can do 54 or 45. I'm going to do 45. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. I'm going to change that 45 to a 41 so I'll show you 2. Okay, you might have your own strategy to do this. This is tricky because we haven't really done anything like this in class, but I did want to give people the option if they feel like they're ready. So here's how I would do this, and don't worry, we're going to do a lot of this in lessons and practice together. But I'm going to use pictures of 10 sticks and 1s. So I'm going to start with 61. I need 6 tens and 1 1. 61. Now, I am subtracting. Remember to look at the symbol. Remember what you're doing. I'm not adding. So I need to take away 41. I always take my ones away first. So I'm going to cross out that 1 because I have to take away 1 1 and I have to take away 4 tens. Boop, 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 boop. And then I have to go look what I'm left with. 10, 20. So my answer would be, boom, 20. Now, let me show you the other one that I didn't do because it's trickier. This is really hard. And we're going to totally learn this. So if you want to avoid this right now, you can. So I had originally had 61 minus 45. I'm going to show you why that's trickier. So I'll start with my 61. 6 tens, 1 1. Now remember the rule. This is important. You always take away the ones first. So you always look at that 1 digit. 5 ones. I don't have 5 ones. I only have, how am I going to take away 5 ones? I'm going to tell you. So you're going to take this 10. We know that a 10 stick equals 10 ones. So I'm going to put a T on it because I'm going to trade it in. Okay, and I'm going to make it into 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the same thing. Those 10 ones are worth 10. This 10 stick is worth 10. It's kind of like if you had a $10 bill and I had 10 $1 bills. We have the same amount of money. I just have more bills, but it's the same value. The value of this 10 stick and the value of 10 ones is the same thing. So I just trade that in because I want to have enough ones to take away. Then I can take away my 5 ones. Boop, 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 boop. And then I have to take away my 4 tens. This 10 has already been traded in. It has a T on it. I can't take that one away because I've already traded it in. It's kind of like if you and if you gave me your $10 bill and I gave you my ones, I don't have my $10 bill anymore because I have your ones instead. Or I think I said that backwards. But you know what I mean. The person who had the $10 bill doesn't have that $10 bill anymore. They only have the ones because they have the same value. So when I take away the 4 tens, I do. And then I have to count what's left. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 61 minus 45 equals 16. So that's another option. That one's going to be trickier because we haven't done a lot of 2-digit subtraction. Another thing that you can do if you are doing 2-digit subtraction, you could get out your number grid. You could go to 61. I have to take away 45. So I do 10 jumps, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So you could also use this. Now, final option. I'm not going to talk too much about this because we're going to do this later on this year. We haven't even gotten here yet. But for those of you who feel like I have a really good understanding of numbers and I want to show Miss Katie what I know how to do, you're going to do 3-digit numbers. So I'm going to roll my dice. I got a 1 and a 6. So I'll write 1, 6, and then I'll just roll 1 more, 4. So I start with 164. Next, you're going to do a 2-digit number. Minus 11. Do 164 minus 11. So you can do a 3-digit minus a 2-digit number. You can use any strategy you want. If you're ready for that, I'm very interested to hear what you're doing. Here's the thing. I want you to take, at least 5 turns at this, but you can take more if you want. Choose one of your turns. After you do it and you have it on your whiteboard or paper, I want you to hold it up and take a video of yourself explaining to me. Practice your math talk and be really clear. Explain to me how you solved it. Did you use the number chart? If so, what did you do? Did you use the number line? How did you use the number line? Did you use pictures? Really practice being clear and telling me your strategy, and then upload that video to Seesaw, because I want to see where you're at, and I want to see how you're thinking about numbers. Okay, friends, have fun.